This episode of the Wayang Crew Podcast is brought to you by Times Cineplex. Hey guys, it's Kev.
Yo, this is Del.
What's up? This is Naz.
And we are the Wayang Crew.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Wayang Crew Podcast.
Woo!
What is up, guys? It is, of course, your weekly movie podcast where we talk about all things movies, especially movies that are playing here in Brunei Darussalam. I'm your host, Kev, as usual. And up next, it's my host, it's Del.
Yes.
Sup?
Had a stressful week.
Okay.
So I'm glad that it's the weekend now.
And it's raining.
Oh, I love rain. Love
Really?
it. Yeah, because otherwise it's so hot.
It's still hot.
If anything, it's more humid now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's at least, there's the breeze.
Okay.
All right. Up next, it's our other co-host on the podcast. It's Naz.
Hello.
And what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Oh, I watched a few movies.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that later in Upper Liat.
Yeah. Stressful week, so also happy it's the weekend. But now I'm dreading Monday, and it's only Saturday.
This is a recurring thing. This happens every week because
Yeah. Every podcast is the same thing.
because every seventh day I think is like a Monday. Anyway,
Yeah.
up next, she's back on the podcast. Let's welcome back Nikkei.
Hello.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
I've been keeping up with your Instagram, and you recently came back from a concert.
Yes, dripping in finesse.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno
Yeah.
Mars. How was it?
It was good. It was so good.
So good.
He was so good.
Okay, but it's
He
not.
is so good.
It's not really a movie thing, so we're not going to talk about it. Anyway, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, this is a movie podcast where we talk about all things movies, especially movies that are playing here in Brunei Darussalam. Today, of course, we're talking about a movie called Terminal, which stars people like Margot Robbie,
Simon Pegg,
Mike Myers,
Max Irons,
Max Irons?
Dexter Fletcher.
These are all I guess,
Brits.
big name actors, Brit actors.
Yeah, Brits.
But we'll talk about that as our main review for today. Let's get to the first bit of the show, which is, of course, movie news. And did you guys check out the new Predator trailer?
Yeah.
I just did.
You just did. What did you guys think about it?
There's really nothing to it.
What's new? That was my reaction.
I don't know what to say. I don't like it.
This is interesting because Del, this is one of your, most anticipated movies.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
because of Shane Black.
No, yes. So because of Shane Black, I have liked all of his movies that he's put out, but this teaser trailer for a Predator movie is so underwhelming. There's nothing happening on screen. I understand it's a teaser, so I'm gonna reserve some of my anticipation for the next trailer.
I mean, the first full trailer. Yeah.
This trailer is crap.
For lack of a better word.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
No.
I was okay with it because I knew what it was. It was a new Predator movie that's coming out. I just didn't understand some of the things that they were trying to show in this teaser. But like you, will have to wait for the first trailer. Hopefully that comes sooner rather than later, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you guys check out this other trailer for this movie called Searching?
Yes.
You did?
It's much better trailer than
It's a much better trailer.
This is a more smaller movie than, say, Predator.
Yeah.
But the premise itself and how this trailer, which is also more like a teaser, it gives you more to grasp onto, and it makes you get emotional as well to feel for the character, John Cho's character.
Yeah, John Cho's character. John Cho plays a father who loses his daughter, and he's frantically searching for her, trolling the internet and her... I mean, trawling, not trolling.
Yeah.
Trying to find clues and asking her his daughter's friends.
So it got interesting when he found out that the daughter has actually dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Or not college, like school. Because she's only 15. And she dropped out like 6 months ago.
And there was something about her transferring money every day to this account. And so, the plot thickens, so to speak.
Very interesting. I'm very intrigued.
Here's something I'm intrigued about, which is happening at the end of this month of May. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yes.
It's coming out here on the 24th of May. And it has been getting some very good first reactions, especially towards the lead actor.
Yeah.
And Danny Glover. Donald Glover. Why do you keep confusing his name?
The other.
Yeah, Aaron Reich.
Aaron. No. Alden Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich. There you go. And Donald Glover. Are we excited for this movie yet?
Yes.
We were not on board in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
The first trailer was.
Yeah.
Alright.
The first teaser also was underwhelming.
Yeah.
But the second trailer.
Yeah,
Got
by the
it.
second
Came
trailer,
out.
yes.
With like the cool soundtrack and
Yeah. Did you guys check out that video they put out like last week? Middle of last week or something? Or earlier this week?
What was it about?
The first time Han and
Lando.
met on a casino table.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
No.
Okay, so have you guys seen any 360 VR kind of videos?
Yep.
So that's exactly what it was.
So-
So it was a whole clip of like 5 minutes. Oh no. 2 to 3 minutes. So I was watching it and the camera was just on Lando's face. Like from Han's point of view, I'm looking at Lando and you can see the whole interaction happening, but you just cannot see Han's face. After I finished watching it, I'm like, something is really not right. So I played it again and then I used the mouse. I dragged it and I can see the whole 360 of that scene.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Oh.
Amazing.
They did the same thing for the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, I think.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they
they did.
I saw that one. Yeah.
I saw that video, but not
Okay,
not
but this is like the actual
Yeah.
scene. They filmed everything,
Yeah.
and you can see it. Every species beside them.
Yeah.
That's
It's
so cool.
on that
great.
table.
On the table.
Around.
That's
yeah.
cool.
You can zoom. You can not zoom, but you can drag your mouse and look up or look down at the table.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're paying Sabak.
All right. Apparently, we're not the only ones excited because the advance ticket sales for Solo, a Star Wars story, has broken records and it has passed Black Panther's.
What?
Yeah. Black Panther's advance ticket sales. That's how big this movie is. And I just want to say Disney is on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
Movie after movie, it's just breaking records after records. Speaking of records, Infinity War crosses the $1 billion mark.
Yeah.
And a lot faster than most people were thinking. It has even surpassed the record set by Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Wow.
By 2 days.
Yeah.
Earlier by 2 days.
I think it only took them 11 days.
11 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
How big do you think this movie is going to be?
Prediction, it wouldn't go above Titanic.
Yeah.
Because, Avatar is 2.7 billion. Titanic is 2.4, something like that. And
Yeah.
then comes The Force Awakens. It probably will break Force Awakens.
So we're looking at a $2 billion movie.
Yes.
Possibly.
Definitely 2 billion.
Interesting.
Definitely.
And what about the next one?
Next one, what? The Avengers 4.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
Because people are so invested in this
Yeah.
Infinity War
they're
now.
just rewatching over and over.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's going to happen for the next movie?
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna go crazy because they want to know what's gonna happen. I
Yeah,
think,
so
yeah.
I am petitioning, no, not really, that for Marvel Studios to not release any more trailers for Avengers 4.
Yeah,
Not
just-
release a single trailer.
Just let Avengers Infinity War be the marketing tool
Yes.
for the next movie.
Yeah.
Just use posters. Posters is fine. You won't give away anything.
Moving posters?
No, no. Just posters.
All right, we all spoke about Avengers Infinity War on the last episode of the podcast. We had some theories as to what, certain things meant. Even that scene where Thanos snaps his fingers and he's transported to this place. Now, the directors of Infinity War have confirmed that the theories out there that this was in the Soul Stone, or at least in a certain area within the Soul Stone, is correct. So this means that Gamora is still alive
No.
in the Soul Stone.
No. Because after he snapped the finger, it was all orange color background, and he had a little interaction with the little Gamora.
Yep.
Not the adult Gamora.
Not the Del Gamora.
So she may still be dead, but this is not a certainty
Yeah.
that she is alive because of this scene.
It's not, but then it just sort of solidifies the theory that the essence is still there. She's in the Soul Stone probably.
Yeah,
Because don't
yeah.
forget, he had to sacrifice her to to get the Soul
Soul
Stone. So
Stone.
maybe there's like a clause in there, you know, kind of like how you
Yeah.
you just scroll and just click yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And one of them is whoever you sacrifice is in the Soul Stone now.
I'm petitioning, not really, to that for not bring back Gamora.
Not bring back Gamora?
She's dead.
But she's already said that she's gonna do some filming
Oh,
for
no.
Avengers Infinity.
Flashbacks, or she might be in the soul realm.
She'll come back as a Force ghost.
No.
Soul ghost.
No, that's not right. That is so not right.
Terrible.
That's terrible.
She'll be haunting Peter
Thanos.
Quill's dream.
What?
Oh yeah, you know when Peter Quill
Yeah.
sleeping, he's dreaming of Gamora. That's the scene they're
all
filming.
your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so Avengers Infinity War was about 2 weeks ago, and it's breaking records left, right, and center, but that hasn't stopped Disney on talking about the upcoming Blu-ray release.
Yay.
So they say that Infinity War on Blu-ray will include a lot of scene cuts regarding the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Because apparently there was a lot more stuff that they had to cut out for
Oh,
time.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
More Drax.
Are we gonna pre-order this?
I will.
I don't know. I will get a copy, but I don't know if I'll pre-order it.
Right.
I usually wait till Black Friday.
Okay. We also spoke on the last episode about why Scarlet Witch did not have her accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had some theories like, oh no, she's been, in and out of Scotland, so
Yeah.
she probably lost it. That's not far off from what the directors say. Now, they were asked about this, and they
Oh,
said
okay.
that it's part of the character now because she's on the run, and an accent would be one of the first things that gives her away.
Makes total sense.
Makes total
Oh,
sense.
that's true.
Either that or it's just so convenient that it was an excuse that they just pulled out from somewhere and go like, that's why.
It was a theory by a fan.
Probably.
Yeah, the fan's name is Delgo.
Right. Also, on our last episode, which was the Avengers Infinity War sort of recap and what to expect for Avengers 4, we kind of speculated about what the title of the upcoming movie might be, and we sort of settled on this show that's going to be called Avengers 4 Endgame. All right.
Right.
Now, the internet has been ablaze and they've been sort of theorizing what the next title would be, and they've sort of settled on Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. All right. Now the directors have come out and said like, well, no, that's not it, but you're close.
Ooh.
So it's something Gauntlet or
I don't
Infinity
know.
something?
Don't know. They're not giving us very much. This movie is a year away.
I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be called The Broken Gauntlet.
That's a bit on the nose, though.
There's a new gauntlet though. I mean, there's a spare gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the
mold.
Spare Gauntlet. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Avengers 4, the Spare Gauntlet.
Gauntlet in a box. I don't know.
The other Gauntlet.
The other
The
gauntlet.
other gauntlet.
The other... I like that one. The other gauntlet. Alright, sticking with Marvel, the last bit of Marvel news. It's not really to do with the movies, but an original Iron Man movie suit of armor worth about $320,000
Got
is
stolen.
missing.
Yeah.
It got stolen.
From the storeroom.
That was it, you?
I wish.
Might have been me, but
I think it's Kai.
it could be
That's
Kai.
why he cut short his trip.
Just came back from
Makes
US.
sense. Yeah, he did mention like he was touching the suits, right? During
yeah.
the premiere.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kai, it was you.
All along.
Sticking with the House of Mouse, we talked a little bit before on earlier episodes of this podcast about Disney and how they have a Mulan movie in the works. Now, it has been reported that this movie could exceed a budget of $290 million.
That's too high.
219 or 290?
290.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
Xiao.
They're gonna build like a whole ancient China city.
Oh, I thought they had to send every of their cast for an English speech lesson. That's why the budget goes in there.
Oh, that's so bad.
Wow.
290 is high.
290 is really high.
What?
It's like, what else is higher than 290?
291.
What? Why can't they just go to China and film there?
I don't know. Maybe because
Then it'll be realistic. Realistic.
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
don't have the answers for you, but
Oh, is it the air? I don't know.
What about there?
You know.
They are not using CGI for the armies, maybe. So they employed a lot of people.
No way.
Wow, that'd be pretty cool.
It's like that. What's that movie? The old one, the one with the chariot.
Gladiator?
Gladiator.
No, older.
Ben-Hur and...
Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur used a lot of real
Yeah,
people in
could
their...
be, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think that would work.
That's
though.
a lot of training, though.
That's a lot of weapons, though.
And weapons.
Training
That's
is
why
fine because there's so many
290
Chinese movies they can just get the extra that
that's true.
they're experienced.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can theorize all we want, but we'll talk a bit more about this when more news comes out. I mean, 290 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we have to talk about this whole thing where Disney is trying to buy up Fox. Now, the
yeah.
figures that have been sort of circulating out there is Disney is trying to buy over Fox for $52 billion. This is in hopes that they acquire back most of the Marvel properties and, all the other companies that are under Fox, right?
Yeah.
Now, Comcast, which is one of the bigger players with regards to media and streaming services in the US, has sort of announced their bid, and they're saying now that they would like to try and purchase Fox as well, and they're going to up the bid to $60 billion US dollars. Competition.
They have been competing actually in before Disney. They've already sought after Fox, but then because Fox didn't want what they are offering, so Disney came in, and then now with Disney still has not signed on the dotted line, so they came back again and make another offer.
Yeah.
Because they are waiting for another deal with what's the other streaming service that I can't remember, but if that doesn't go through, then they want to get Fox. But if that goes through, then they will stick with that. I think that's the deal.
You think Disney is going to be pissed off that Comcast is now coming out of the woodwork and offering this amount of money?
Yeah, but
Because-
then Fox may just reject them a second time.
They might, but $60 billion US dollars is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It really is a lot of money.
Yeah, cash.
Yeah,
cash.
Yeah,
and
cash.
the Comcast offer is all cash. It's it's $60 billion in
Yeah.
cash. The Disney offer was $52 billion.
In
And it
share.
was like cash plus shares
Yeah.
and stocks. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, I was kind of hoping that Disney would get it because, it'd be nice to sort of tie up everything
Yeah.
with the X-Men universe, with Deadpool, all into one big Marvel Cinematic Universe family. But now it seems that may not happen.
Yeah.
All right. Ever. Here's a bit of news about someone who came out of the woodwork and no one expected it. It's Jordan Peele, who is mainly known for his comedy programs. He put out a movie last year. You may have heard of it. It's called Get Out.
Yes.
Yeah, he won an Oscar for it. He recently announced a new movie, and it's called...
Get in.
No, it's called Us. That's it. And he tweeted out a poster with it. It's just a silhouette of two people. Two heads and the white background. And that's it. And that's it. Us.
Interesting.
It's not called Get In, although that would be awesome. Get In. Are you excited for a new movie from Jordan Peele?
Sure. Since Get In was so good, then let's see what else.
Get Out.
Get Out.
Yay.
How about you girls? Are you excited for a new movie from Jordan Peele?
I am actually. I love watching his skits on YouTube.
Yeah.
Comedy Central.
Key and Peele,
Yeah.
All right. We're going to talk about Mike Myers up next. Now, he's someone who's starring in the movie that we're talking about this week, which is The Terminal. But Mike Myers says he wants to do a Dr. Evil-focused Austin Powers movie.
Oh.
No.
No?
Wasn't there like a...
Why? Why, Nikkei?
I'm not a bad
Oh my god. Because he is Dr. Evil, and if we're gonna make a movie about him, that means he's gonna seem like the good guy.
Again?
Again.
I don't like that. I don't like they try to
Make him like
a villain into like Maleficent and this kind of stuff. I don't like
True.
it. Yeah.
You're kind of right, because there are parts in maybe, I think, the second and
Third,
third Austin
yeah.
Powers
Third
movie
one.
where he deals with family issues.
Yeah,
and all that.
his
So
dad.
then you sort of feel for like this evil guy.
Yeah,
a
then
of it.
Then I found out he's the twin brother of Austin Powers. If you guys didn't watch it.
So weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
I'm okay with it because I recently watched Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me again.
That was the good.
It was
that was
the
first
second one.
Yeah, first and second one was good.
And some of the best parts of that movie were the Dr. Evil bits.
Yeah.
He is good when he is evil. When he is trying to be evil.
Yeah. I don't know. Del, anything to say about this?
No, not a fan of Austin Powers.
At all?
At all, yeah. So,
yeah,
no.
it's funny.
Okay.
I watched it quite young, so
I think that left like an impression.
I was like, oh, okay.
We're all excited for the next Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is coming out at the end of June, right?
Woo.
And well, there has been some questions as to why do they keep putting hybrid dinosaurs in these movies.
Oh.
Now, Colin Trevorrow, who's set to direct the third Jurassic World movie, has come out and said that he promises that there will be no more hybrid dinosaurs.
But then they created the dinosaur in the first place are all hybrids.
Yeah.
Of
Well, you
frogs DNA and
hybrid in the sense where
Yeah.
they take DNA from a raptor and a
Yeah.
T-Rex
right.
and
Yeah.
they make it into something called like an Indominus Rex and
yeah.
Yeah.
this new movie is gonna have something called a Indoraptor. It's just getting a bit messy.
Yeah.
These things are now more monsters than anything.
Yep. Not really dinosaurs.
No, they're not.
Not true dinosaurs.
It's interesting you say that because I was watching this clip and this paleontologist came out and said that even from the first Jurassic Park movie, these dinosaurs were all depicted wrong because, since then they have come out, they have discovered more evidence, due to fossils and whatnot. And they say that there's a very good chance that a lot of these dinosaurs had feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
birds instead of reptiles.
Yeah,
They're more birds. They,
Because chicken, right? They're like direct ancestors.
They could have like pretty feather colors all over. They look so gorgeous, like a phoenix, and not scary raptor.
I'm just thinking about it because I watched Planet Earth, which is the BBC series, and they have all these like very weird clips of birds tidying up their place to display themselves with their feathers. I can't imagine like a raptor doing that, like just having feathers like a peacock, like.
There was that. What's that? Dilophosaurus or something?
Dilophosaurus, the one with the fins.
With the- yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
yeah.
that's all fake. That's just for the movie.
So that's not based on a real
Animal?
dinosaur as well.
No, they saw.
Well, there you have it. Nothing is real, so why complain?
True. I mean, yeah, fine. Anyone here a fan of Sherlock Holmes?
Yes,
I'm
which-
talking about the Robert Downey Jr. one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. I do.
I sense some hesitation there.
No. I like Watson, Jude Law's character.
Jude Law's character.
Really good.
Sherlock Holmes 3 gets a 2020 release date.
Wow.
There is going to be a part 3 to this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
So-
why Downey is growing out his hair.
Yes.
Oh, that
Maybe.
makes sense.
Oh.
Do you think he does a good English accent?
He
remember.
he doesn't pull off a good English.
It's
man.
not it's not flawless.
Yeah.
But it's good enough.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
You know how some people say that the guy who plays House,
Oh yeah,
he has this accent which is very, you can't distinguish where it's from. It doesn't it doesn't harken from there. And they say that Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Doctor Strange, has that similar accent. Like you don't know where it's from. It sounds American, but it's not American. I think that Robert Downey Jr. has the same thing, but in reverse.
wow.
Like it sounds English, but it's not.
You don't know what English.
It's not
it
really
is.
English, is it?
Yeah.
I'm open for it. I've watched the first two.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's alright. Yeah.
I like the first one better than the
see.
second one.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you like this one. Mark Whalberg, who is set to play the $6 billion man. Apparently, they were all set to start shooting. They've now lost the director.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What studio?
Studio?
Warner Brothers.
Oh no!
Is it really?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
I think it's either Sony or Paramount.
It's Paramount.
Paramount.
Did we even want a $6 million man movie?
I've never seen the series, so I don't know. I don't really know this franchise.
I'm sorry, I keep saying million. It's 6
6
billion.
because million is not enough.
Enough anymore in this
Yeah.
economy.
You can't buy much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm a $6 million man, so.
That's Dr.
So is
Evil.
the rest of us.
And then Dr. Evil comes, I'm a $6 billion man. I don't know. Here's something that we may or may not want. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are gonna come back and team up
Bad
for
Boy.
a new Bad Boys movie, and it's called Bad Boys for Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
why couldn't they become bad men?
What?
Yeah, they are
They're
bad
old
men
now.
Oh, no.
They're like 40s, 50s.
This news.
They're not boys anymore.
This news has been around for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently now they have a launch date and it's set for January 2020.
Sure. Let's wait and see. If $6 billion man can lose its director, what about this Bad Boy?
Will Smith can direct.
Will Smith will direct it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, really?
he's an executive producer for the Cobra Kai series that we talked
Yeah,
about.
but he's not a director.
That is true. You think he could direct himself?
Nope.
No?
Nah, I don't think so.
He's got too much of an ego, maybe?
Yeah.
I guess.
I think the person who really needs it is Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Because
Where
he's
is he?
nodding.
He had
got
that,
nothing.
he had that episode back in the mid 2000s where he got a bit paranoid and
Oh.
this and that.
Yeah.
And he was arrested. and
That was the last I heard of him. That's it.
I think his last big movie is like Big Mama's House 2 or something.
Ah,
That was a long time ago.
that was a horrible movie.
It's a horrible movie.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's too bad Kai is not here this week because we have a bit of news that he may be very excited for. Rambo 5 is coming out and they've released a title and poster and a release date.
Okay.
Oh.
What's the title?
Yeah, we need Kai for
The
the...
title is just Rambo 5. It's set to be released in the fall of 2019, which means that it puts it at maybe September, October of 2019.
Oh.
So yeah, Stallone is back for this one. Is this something we want?
Not me.
Not me either.
I can't. I don't understand how a single gunshot can make a head explode. In Rambo 4,
Actually, it can.
from a gun,
If-
from a one bullet,
If it was a sniper from a distance, yeah.
the whole head explodes like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently that's what happens.
with,
Oh, okay.
with the right intensity, velocity.
Depending on the distance and the caliber of bullet
Yeah.
and the actual makeup, whether or not it's a hollow point or whether or not it's a different type of bullet, it can cause. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting a bit dark on this podcast.
You're trying to convince me that yes, a head can explode. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it will change your views on the Rambo franchise.
Yes. Maybe.
It's official, guys. Bill and Ted 3 is happening.
Ooh.
But
It's
they're
just
old
me.
now.
It's just me.
I haven't seen any Bill and Ted.
How have you not seen any of Bill and Ted?
I don't know.
I grew up with these movies, and I'm actually quite excited.
I'm indifferent.
You're
I
indifferent.
don't know. Like,
You
No, I
don't
mean,
know?
like, yeah.
Keanu Reeves is different now.
I mean, yeah, okay, I do see your point, and it will be a bit hard to swallow when he's on the screen looking the way he does now.
Actually, no,
At what,
actually,
at
no,
like,
no, no,
at like
no.
52.
I'm
And he's
excited
looking
now.
at the screen going, excellent!
I can still see the other guy do it,
Yeah.
but not Keanu. He'll probably just go all John Wick on everyone.
Did you kill my dog? Oh, wait. Was it them, like, when they're on the couch and they're like, duh! Like, they raise...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll watch it, but I don't know what to expect anymore. Where is this gonna go? Because I don't know. It's been too long.
Yeah.
For a sequel, I think.
I don't know. I can't see Keanu Reeves as that
You can't.
character anymore. Yeah, anymore.
What if?
Here's another movie that is set for release in 2020, Man of Steel 2.
Yes.
Yes?
Who's the director?
It's not gonna happen, but yes.
Who's the director first?
The director, no, they haven't announced any
Oh,
directors.
okay,
It just
never
says that it just says that Henry Cavill will reprise his role for the upcoming Man of Steel 2, which is targeting a 2020 release.
Sure.
Sure.
But then they have this theory or rumor saying that they want the whole DC universe to revolve around Superman. Like there was,
I don't think it should.
but that's like the rumors. Like someone from inside say it out, like he's like the Iron Man of something like
So
everything
he's-
around.
so he's a
him.
central character.
Yeah. They wanted Superman to be the central character of the DC universe.
I think Batman should be the central character. 'cause-
Batman doesn't want to be in it.
No, it's not Batman who doesn't want to be in it. It's Ben Affleck who doesn't want to be in
That's
it.
That's why. And Henry Cavill still wants to be Superman. So
So I saw a headline, but then I saw that headline only and nothing else from no other outlet. The headline says Flashpoint, the movie, is cancelled.
I read that
Yeah.
as well.
Because Ben Affleck is no longer
He's out.
is confirmed to be out.
Yeah, he's out.
So is that real? I don't know. I haven't heard anything else.
See, the thing is, like we've talked about on many episodes of this podcast, this is just, a news blitz, and we have to see what really sticks around after a while. It's like they throw things on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah.
So no, I'm
Okay.
not. I'm
So
not going to
we'll
believe
wait.
that. We'll
It's-
wait.
But I'm happy that they're not doing Flashpoint.
Okay.
You're happy.
Yeah. It's such a good, iconic story. It should not be touched now at this stage where
They just might mess it
DC
up.
Warner
Yeah, they'll
Brother
ruin
is.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something that has a little bit of hope in the DCEU. SHAZAM wraps filming.
Already?
Yes.
What?
This
Yep.
is interesting.
And we still have nothing from Aquaman.
Yeah, and it's coming out at the end of this year in
Yeah,
October.
Exactly.
Is it October or November?
December.
December.
1 week before Christmas.
And it's not coming out. There's nothing, no trailer.
Nothing, no news, no poster, nothing.
Maybe this is James Wan trying to play the long game. I'm just gonna keep quiet
Yeah.
and keep everyone guessing.
Yeah.
Let the hype build up, and then I drop something.
Yeah.
It could be.
I think they're waiting for Comic Con.
No, isn't it June?
July.
SGCC?
Yeah, it's DCC
Yeah,
is
it's June.
June, July.
June, July.
Yeah, somewhere.
We shall see. Maybe they are waiting for Comic Con because as we talked about last week, Marvel's not doing any Hall
Yep.
H events this
Oh,
year.
they're probably waiting for Infinity War to die down so
Yeah.
they release something.
Yeah, maybe. Here's better news for you guys. Patty Jenkins, who is set to direct the
Wonder
sequel to
Woman.
Wonder Woman 2, it is reported that her salary has more than tripled since directing the first Wonder Woman.
Well done, Miss
Well
Jenkins.
That is a lot of money.
I know.
Well deserved.
Yeah, very well deserved.
Yeah,
be
good for her.
great.
She'll set the bar this time.
Yep.
Good job for Warner Brothers to give her that higher bump.
Yeah, so apparently for the first Wonder Woman movie, she was paid $3 million.
Only.
Only?
And now for Wonder Woman 2, that figure has reportedly been bumped up to $9 million.
3 billion. Oh, right.
9 million.
9 million. Okay.
3 billion.
Whoa.
That one, direct one time retire lah. Here's a director that may be considering a DCEU movie. It's Peter Jackson.
Really?
Yeah, this is a rumor.
Flashpoint.
But apparently he's been tapped and he's been in talks with Warner Brothers and he may be considering a DCEU movie.
So he's doing Man of Steel 2.
I don't know.
And he's gonna stretch it into 3 movies.
Whoa.
Yes.
And he's gonna put orcs in.
There's gonna be a huge war.
And a Balrog. I mean, he worked well for the Lord of the Rings movies because there were more fans who had not seen anything like it before, so they were more accepting of it, and it was a breakthrough for its time. But I think that time has gone now, and people already have expectations of what a DC movie might be, because of the current universe and the state that Zack Snyder's left it in. So putting him in, I don't know, do you think it will change that whole outlook for the universe?
Or maybe it's not directly the Justice League character, but another premise from the DC Comics.
Could be. Like one of those standalone movies.
Yeah, that we don't know, like maybe under the Hellblazer or something else.
There was a Joker movie that Joaquin Phoenix might be doing with Martin Scorsese producing.
yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
one.
and Kai mentioned it might be one of those DC art pieces that are just standalone movies.
Yeah.
I don't know, because everything I've seen from Peter Jackson is very CG heavy.
Yep.
Who do you think which character would the movie he direct be about?
I was thinking of more of the Dr. Fate universe, like the Justice League Dark.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot like CG and mystical creatures
that's
and
true.
magic
Yeah,
and
makes
things
sense.
like that.
That's right up his alley, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe not such a bad idea to have Peter Jackson in it.
I would say the Green Lantern Corps.
Really? Because that's all
That's
cosmic.
like space.
Yeah,
like sci-fi,
I
not
can't imagine him
fantasy.
doing
That's
those
all
things.
CG too.
I see theme is more fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah, fantasy, magical creatures.
We shall see if this rumor comes to pass and he is confirmed. Last bit of news this week on the podcast, Snake Eyes.
Yes!
Is getting his own G.I. Joe spin-off movie.
Wow.
Oh, it's your favorite character.
Yeah. Del's favorite character, Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe franchise. He's getting his own movie.
I always thought he's the villain because he's black.
Yeah, he looked like a villain.
So confused when I was a kid watching it. I always thought he's the villain.
And then there was the other guy who was white.
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
Why isn't the other guy just black too? I don't know. So that's the news this week on the Wayang Crew Podcast. If you want to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so via our Gmail account. That's thewayangcrew@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Now we're going to talk about the movie that we're reviewing this week called Terminal.
Yes.
Which stars Margot Robbie, Simon Pegg,
Dexter Fletcher, Max
Fletcher,
Irons,
and Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, yeah.
Now, we all watched this movie last night, and what did you guys think about it?
Margot Robbie does not have a good Cockney accent.
No, she does not.
Not really, but she tried.
She tried.
The whole time, she sounded like Harley Quinn.
No.
Yeah, like, I just, like,
you
if you just close your eye and you listen, it feels like Harley Quinn.
You saw Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like her on the pole with the pole dancing
Yeah.
part, like okay, this is like Harley Quinn again.
A bit of background about what this movie is. This movie is about Margot Robbie, who apparently plays a very mysterious character.
She's a waitress.
And not a lot is given in the trailer.
Yeah.
We just see some shots of this hitman and that guy and this conversation and this action thing. And it just says Terminal. So the premise of the movie is that Margot Robbie is,
She wants to get a...
she puts herself out as a professional killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she gives an offer to apparently one of the big gangster bosses that, I can take out all these people for you, but, we have to make a deal, and that deal is I have to get all your contracts moving forward, or whatever it was. It was a very thin sort of premise.
Plot. Yeah, I didn't like the plot.
Yeah, for the start of the movie.
Yeah.
Just off the top of this, I just want to say that I was okay with this movie. I thought it was okay. It was something to pass the time for an hour and a half, but it was not not great.
I would give it a 4.5.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh,
Wow.
Have we reached the end? Did I fell asleep? Like when I watched this movie? No.
Okay.
She snapped her fingers and went.
Wipe up half the time.
Yeah, I have stuff to say. So
There were a lot of scenes and cuts from this movie that reminded me of something that you would see in Snatch, like a Guy Ritchie kind of shot.
yeah, I thought
Guy Ritchie's shots are faster.
Yeah, much faster.
The
But then
pacing is much faster.
Yeah.
the way the camera moves, and
Yeah.
like you have two guys talking, and then the camera just sort of pans down, and then
Oh,
it's just like a new scene. And
Oh, yeah.
that's a
Really? There's a lot of that?
there was a couple of those.
No, I for me, it felt like a movie DJ went and do a mashup between Quentin Tarantino and Christopher Nolan.
yeah. I'd say a lot of Quentin Tarantino influences.
I found it comparable to something from Derek Sanfrance. He's the what's that movie? The Place Beyond the Pines. Because of how slow the build-up is, and
so
to
slow.
focus on the character, and you have no idea if this scene is it really required to put this scene in for the to make the whole movie make sense. Because when you watch the beginning, like the first 3/4 of the movie, I felt very draggy, and all these scenes that it's like random conversations, one here in the diner, another one here in the apartment, and it's like nothing connects until you see the very end of the last quarter. Then everything came together. So for me, this movie is like one of those where if you watch it again for a second time, having and knowing how it ends, then maybe the beginning will make more sense, and you will enjoy the movie more.
Yeah.
But I'm just not inclined to watch it again.
They hit all that. I mean, the movie even opens up with just her talking to the screen, like at you. And,
Oh yeah.
Close up on her lips.
close up on
her
her
eyes.
lips, and not very much is said, but you do get the beginning premise of the movie before all the twists happen. In terms of action, there was not a lot of action.
No.
There was not.
No.
This is a very sort of psychological movie where it's because of what happens in the past with Margot Robbie's character. That's why certain things in this movie that we see happen.
It's a very a contained movie because there are only 4 main players.
Yeah.
4 or 5?
5.
Four?
6, sorry, 6. Because there's...
The 2 I wouldn't count.
Oh, no, not okay.
So there's only
The
1,
two-
2, 3, 4.
The two,
Four.
the bantering boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those.
Those 2 in the
But then,
apartment.
like, wasn't like Max Iron's character? I think Vince was it or Alfred? I forgot.
Alfred.
Alfred.
Yeah, like, wasn't he kind of like a
Like a
wasn't
what?
like a love interest?
Oh no.
Nah,
Well,
she-
not love interest.
He,
just,
he
some-
had the potential to
Yeah.
be a love interest.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
She has her agenda.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
an agenda, and that supersedes whatever.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
It was just to manipulate the whole situation for her.
Yeah.
Here's a weird point. Mike Myers and Simon Pegg, who traditionally play, comedy good guys,
Yeah.
they're both sort of bad guys and, villains in this movie.
Yeah.
If you really, if you really look at it.
I didn't expect Simon's character to be like that.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten Simon Pegg. So yes, there's 5 characters. 5 characters. And Simon Pegg and Margot Robbie's interaction were the more interesting ones.
Yeah, I
more
would
interesting.
agree.
Yeah.
There was a lot of,
And yet he does not play a big part in the ending of this.
no,
movie.
he does not. He's sort of like a loose end that gets tied off,
Yeah.
before the movie ends.
Yeah. But then, like, it makes sense because he wanted to kill himself anyway.
No,
Well-
he didn't want to kill himself.
No, that's why he was like about to throw himself onto the train track in the.
Oh, he
early part.
wasn't. He was just going on the train to
Nowhere.
just to
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
No, he
it
wasn't
kind of
going to
implied
commit
that
suicide.
Oh.
No. He wants to get on the train and sit in a train and just ponder about life because he's just got bad
Terminal
news
illness.
about
Yeah, he just got the diagnosis that he's
Terminally
dying.
ill.
dying.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yes.
Terminal.
We got it the first time. but I think this movie is it just
Yeah.
happens in the terminal.
Yeah, I know.
What's the diner called?
End of the
at
line.
End,
Yeah,
at
end
the
of the
line
line.
diner.
And a line cafe.
And
Yeah.
which never has anyone in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie is very small.
It's
You don't feel the realism of an actual place.
You don't.
You
That's
feel like
true.
you're in
Yeah.
the studio the whole time. It can actually pull off as a theater show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
This actually sort of, if I look at it now, like this movie is like an art piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just to show that you can tell the story in this way.
Yep.
There were no big set pieces. There were no expensive effects.
No.
They were all just... this movie, if I have to say, was just very basic. A lot of the shots, utilize like the differences in light or
Yep.
moving red
Yes.
lights. And
Yeah.
it was a bit trippy, especially for me watching it at 1 o'clock in the morning. But... yeah, well, what else can we say about this
It was-
movie without giving too much away?
It's pretty, but I would say it lacked story content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story premise was actually really thin.
Yeah.
By the time you come to the end of it.
Yeah.
And it's very predictable. Watching like halfway through, I kind of guess this is gonna happen
Yeah.
with this guy.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like that at the end. So when it get to the end, there's the payoff isn't that great because when you've seen it coming, then it's predictable.
Yeah.
And it's not as so mind blowing like The Prestige or like Inception. When you hit the end, it's like, wow, I gotta see this movie again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get to the end, you see some flashbacks as the lead character is telling the story. Those flashbacks seemed more interesting as a story.
Right.
Like how they found out that the guy was actually the big gangster boss dude and this and that. Or, how they're explaining how their mother died.
Yep.
That seemed like stories that you would want to see more of. But it was just that really quick one scene thing, just to get to the end, which, as you've already mentioned, is not that big of a payoff. Yeah.
But I guess as a writer, this director, I guess he's new because I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
He wrote it as well. His writing, I guess, is more interesting than the way he directs. So I could see that this has potential, but because of the way he directed, I just didn't feel engaged with the movie, like especially the first 3 quarters.
It was not great.
Yeah.
For, just to sum up. All right. Let's do ratings. We know Naz's rating, which is 4.5 out of 10. Let's get Dell's rating.
I'll give it 5 neon lights.
5 neon lights out of 10. Nikkei?
I'll give. I'm also giving 5 stilettos.
5 what?
Stilettos, because she's always in the heel.
That's true.
Okay, I get it. I will give this 6 twin sisters.
So is that 12?
Well, take it however you want. I'll give it a 6 because I thought it was okay. It was not bad.
Yeah.
There were certain things that could have been done better, in my opinion, in terms of storytelling and directing. But the overall premise, although a bit thin, does have a little bit of a payoff where you sort of look at it and go, oh, that's why. And this and that. If you
Yeah.
haven't already called the shots
Yeah.
before that. So, yeah, if you haven't watched Terminal, do check it out as it is showing in our local cinemas. And where should they check it out, guys?
Time
Cineplex.
Cineplex.
That's right, the best place to watch movies because they care about movies. Now we're going to move on to the next bit of the show, which is...
Oi, apa lihat-lihat? Apa lihat-lihat? Hoi, kan semua kan? Apa lihat-lihat?
Apa lihat dia?
你看什么看？
Apa lihat-lihat? See what see? 笑了。
Yep, it's Apa Liat Liat. And yeah, it's what else we've been watching besides Terminal. Let's start off with Del. Del, see what?
See what?
See what?
You know.
No, sorry, it's what CC.
See what?
See what?
Sounds like a rap
See what?
lyric.
Right.
What's CC?
Let's see what. I saw Molly's Game. That came out at the end of last year, starring Jessica Chastain as an Olympian, I think. Was it did she got to the Olympic? No, I don't think she made it. So she was on her way as a skier, and something happened, and she ended up with learning how to set up a private secret gambling den.
Wow.
So it's written and directed by Aaron Sorkin.
This is his director debut.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he can direct.
He can
direct. His writing is on point. And by the end of the movie, Kevin Costner has a small role. He comes in for one scene. He got me crying already. And it's one of the best movies of last year for me.
Okay, I should check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Nikkei, what CC?
What's CC?
See what?
Ash versus Evil Dead season 3.
It's still ongoing?
Yeah, but they cancel it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Really?
Oh my god, I love it.
I tried watching the first season and I thought, I can't watch this.
Well, if you're in the Evil Dead cult and you appreciate all the campiness and the gore and everything, you would appreciate this series. So I guess there's not a lot of people into this cult.
No, not even me.
Because I am and I love it so much.
Okay.
Like, it's so much better than the movie itself. Yeah.
As in, you have more time to sort of follow the story points maybe, or it's just that
No,
the
okay,
production
okay.
value is
So
overall.
if you watch like the 3 movie, there's no continuity. There's like
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this series, it takes from the first movie, Evil Dead, and I kind of like dismiss the second Evil Dead, and then it takes some aspect of the, what's the third one called? Oh gosh. Something Darkness. Oh, I can't remember
Into
now.
Darkness.
Yeah.
From
so
the darkness.
something I can't remember now. Yeah,
Anyway,
so
doesn't
they
matter, yeah.
took it and then they expanded it to what happened after 20 years
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the third movie.
He's like a washed up guy. And
Yeah,
this,
and
then-
like the characters and everything was so true to the first one and the third one, and it's so good. Like if you love it, you love Ash, you love Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell and everything, and then the whole world it is.
the whole chainsaw as a hand thing. And
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
you guys, if you haven't checked it out, maybe watch the first and second episodes of season 1 and see whether it's your thing.
Yeah.
Some people might like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
I'm one of those who don't. Nikkei obviously is one of those who does.
Third one is called Army of Darkness.
Oh yes,
go.
Army of Darkness. Yes, Army of Darkness.
Up next, Naz.
I watched.
What CC?
See what?
See what?
That caught me off guard. I watched Truth or Dare.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
Did.
The Blumhouse movie.
Yes.
How bad was it?
I give it 6 over 10.
6 over 10.
Oh, it's better than Terminal.
So that's okay.
Are you doubting your 6 out of 10?
No,
She spoke too soon.
it wasn't a good 6 over 10. Like I think it's just a just pass kind of 6 over 10.
See, the reason why we have numbers is to quantify.
What? No, 'cause I don't feel like it should be a 5.
Okay.
So I'm giving it a 6.
5.1?
No.
5.9?
Yeah, maybe 5.9 then.
You just took like a point.
I don't know, 'cause,
off
like,
it.
It's your typical
Like
horror
horror,
movie.
like
slasher.
Yeah, it creeped me out the whole night, which is why I gave it a 6 because of like the expressions they had. Oh my goodness, Kevin is doing it. It's so creepy, and that scared me. Jump scares, yeah, I knew they were gonna happen, but it worked. But the plot is kind of
convoluted and thin.
yeah,
It's really...
so predictable. It's like your typical horror story.
It's a popcorn movie.
Yeah, like, hey guys, let's go on a vacation. Oh, let's meet this weird guy and he'll take us to a weird building.
And then play a game. You're all in my game now.
Yeah, and then like they're all cursed and they have to play the game. If you don't play the game, you die.
Okay.
All right.
Play the game, you die.
It reminded
should-
me of Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Should people watch it though?
Yeah, check it out if
Check
you
it
want.
out
Yeah.
if you want. If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, if
just
you're
like
into
a horror
it,
thing.
yeah.
I have been checking out Cobra Kai. I have not finished it, but I'm up to episode 7, I think. And
I'm only episode 2.
it's good. It's so good. It gets better as it goes along. It's a shame they only have 10 episodes. But I do like the approach that they've taken to this Cobra Kai series, where everything sort of flipped the other way around, and now you see things from what's his name? Not Daniel, but the other guy. I can't remember his name now.
Not Johnny.
No, not John. Well, Johnny.
Johnny, well, I watched that. Season 2 was about him. Season 1 was...
Season 2. Oh, episode.
episode 2
yeah.
is about Johnny.
Yes.
And then, so they take turns, right? I'm not sure because I watched only season 2.
They
episode
sort of
2.
they sort of balance it out a little bit
Okay.
as they go along. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. And I also watched this thing which I don't know how to describe or to classify. I watched Batman Ninja.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it? I
that-
haven't
yeah,
watched
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is it good?
I saw the trailer.
No.
Really?
It's
Oh,
not-
I was
it's
so
not-
looking forward for that.
As an art piece, yes, it's nice to see everyone's favorite Prince of Gotham,
And ninja.
drawn in anime. And then there's this whole plot line where they're all sent back through time to feudal ancient Japan.
Wow.
And then that's where things take
Didn't
this
make
really
sense,
weird
yeah.
turn. And then you can see that because this is a Japanese production and
Yeah.
it's helmed by all these Japanese directors and producers, that it does take a very typically Japanese anime turn in terms of the story. And that's where this movie really lets me down. I'm like,
Is it because they do a lot of like backstory, like you
No,
know
no.
how I got this
No.
move?
think more along the lines of at the end of the movie, things get a little bit Power Ranger-y.
Ah.
Okay.
So yeah.
No, I
They
mean, I
are
want to watch it
Megazords.
even more.
Yeah, they have Megazords and like kaijus
What?
or something.
I want to watch it even
Oh,
more
no.
now.
I can't say too much, but
Oh
I
my
think I
god,
may have.
Batman with Japanese tag. I want to watch it more.
So
When you say Power Rangers, I was thinking, so Batman, Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and maybe 1 or 2 more, they form a giant.
Oh, Joker becomes a huge monster.
no. But just check it out if you want to. If you're fans of
Well,
Batman.
I want to check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
So,
So yeah, that's what we've been watching, and that's the show for this week on the Wayang Crew Podcast. Do join us next week, where we will be talking about a surprise movie that was just announced to be playing in Brunei. Next week, we're going to be talking about
Deadpool, DP.
DP2.
Mr. Poole.
Mr. Poole. So join us next week as we review Deadpool for you guys. For now, it's me, Kev, for the Wayang Crew, saying bye.
Bye.